Hi, this is Jessica Stace here today, and this is part 2 of my fashion craft book collection. So first I'm going to start off with this massive book that I have. So this is my big Chanel book, and it's come in this hard casing. So yeah, I think originally this book cost about £80 odd, or possibly 100 or more, but I got this on sale for like £15 or £20 in this bookshop that was gonna close down. So that's the actual book once you take the casing off. It's quite a big book as well, so yeah. So if I just flick through some of the pages and show you what's inside. So I met Vivienne Westwood at the Cheltenham Science Festival in June 2012, and she was there to talk about environmental issues, not fashion. But anyway, I bought her book and she signed it as well. And Vivienne Westwood is one of my favourite fashion designers, and I was lucky enough to get a photo taken with her as well, which is on my Facebook somewhere if you want to see it. If I just flip through some of the pages. Next I have this book, and this is Michelle Obama, and it's Michelle style. Inside it's actually got like these fashion illustrations, which is pretty cool. And there's some on that side as well, and I'll just flip through the pages for you. So in this book there's more information rather than pictures, but if you're interested in Michelle Obama and her style, then I suggest that this is a good book. Next I have this book, and this is Twiggy's Guide to Looking Good. And this book was first published in 1985, so it's quite an old book. And this book is more about her hair and makeup and her skin routine and that kind of stuff, so it's not really focused on her style. Next I have this book, and this is The Art of Creative Drawing, Animal Designs and Totems. And inside it's just got all these patterns and shapes. Next I have this book, and it says a t-shirt 360, and I'll just read the back. It says more than 600 prints, 100 designers and 30 countries, all divided up into chapters, animals, jokes, people, places, typography, with 6 top designers. It's unique, it's fashion, and it's inspiring to look at, essential for designers and t-shirt addicts. Have fun and find out your style. It's got these kind of like prints that people would put on t-shirts and things. So this book focuses on t-shirt print designs and things like that. If you're going to make t-shirts and you want to design your own print, then this book is good just to look at for inspiration. Next I have this small fashion illustration book, so it says fashion illustration on the book. This is the back of the book, and this is who it's by. I'll just flip through. So all through this book it's got fashion illustrations, and it actually talks about how each illustration is drawn and that kind of thing. So like I said in my other video where I was showing books and stuff, it's a good idea to look at loads of different types of books, not just one specific book, because you can find a lot more by looking at different books. And if you are researching something, then don't just look at the internet. Books are good as well, and also magazines. Anything that you can find to inspire you or help you with your research, then it's important to keep looking at different things. So just look at as many different books. Next I have these books, and you can actually get these in the other decades as well, but I've just got the 1970s and the 1980s. It just shows you the styles of the clothing in that era. So this one is the 1970s. Next I have this book by Got One, and it's Work Your Wardrobe. So I'll just flip through some of these pages as well. side it says fashion brands. So it has all the information you need to know about fashion brands. And if I open the book up, it talks about a history of seduction, fashioning and identity, when haute couture meets high street, the designer as a brand, the store is the star, anatomy of a trend, the image makers, they shoot dresses, don't they? This year's model, celebrity sales, press to impress, the collections, accessorize in all areas, retro brands tool, targeted male, urban athletes, virtually dressed, brave new market, the faking game, behind the scenes, star goes back to the future, and the conclusion. Next I have this big book, and it's Fashion Now, and this is the inside. So that is Fashion Now by that person. This is another fashion illustration book, but this is the first fashion illustration book and first any kind of fashion book that I actually own. So I think I've actually wrote inside as well. So I first got this when I was 14. So I actually wrote inside the date of when I got this book. I got it in 2007 on the 8th of December. So this is my oldest book that I own. I think I got this book when I was doing textiles at secondary school, and this is how I kind of got into fashion, because before I did my options for GCSE I was just always designing clothes with this book. And this book is a vintage fashion source book. And this book is quite old as well, because this was printed in 1991, before I was even born. So yeah, this book is The Complete Style Guide, and this is by Mary Spillane. So inside this book it just talks about the different styles in clothing, and it has a lot of detailed information inside. And this book is called Expecting Style. And this book is by Lauren Sarah. And inside this book, it's more about designing clothes for women that are pregnant. So if I just flip through the pages so you can have a little look. And this book is Style Secrets by Mary Kate and Ashley. And I'll just flip through the pages. So this book is The Worst Fashion Trends in the World. Next I have this book, and it's Stylish Skirts. In this book it tells you how to make different kinds of skirts. And this book I got from a charity bookshop, and it's the Vogue sewing book. So it's got the casing in there. So it's very old. And this book was actually published in 1970. And I'll just flick through the pages for you. Thank you for watching this video, and you can click the subscribe button. So yeah, subscribe. Go on, do it. Subscribe.